When I walked in yesterday to weigh in, I see a guy that looks really, really familiar. And instantly I said, there's no way, okay? I started bodybuilding when I was in medical school in El Salvador, where my parents are from. I was born in New York, but my parents are from El Salvador. So, you know, I lived with a really strict aunt, and that's why I got into bodybuilding. There was nothing I could do but go to the gym and work out. So, still having that competitive spirit from high school athletics, you know, the bodybuilding competitions were just kind of a natural way to go. So the national champion when I was there is this guy that he had his own gym, but he was young, but he had that like kind of a Frank Zane kind of look. He's like small waist, his outer quad sweep was well developed, you know, capped shoulders. You know, he's kind of had that look that like not many people have. Not extremely big, but enough muscle development where he looked like a bodybuilder, you know, and there wasn't many like that. I remember this guy. His first name I remember being Fabricio, which is kind of an uncommon name. I don't meet a lot of Fabricios. So I walk in and I see this guy looks so familiar. And I go, and I stop and I go to him, excuse me, where are you from? He goes, El Salvador, you know. And I was like, oh my God, I know you. You know, I was just starting to compete when you were the national champion there. Well, it turns out that now he's the president of the Bodybuilding Federation in El Salvador. He doesn't compete anymore, but it's so crazy because you could see how he was like, when I met him, he was like 19 or 20, so he's probably, I'm 36, he's maybe 40, 41, but I couldn't believe it. Like, here, this guy was there when I started, and I never thought I'd see him again. I've got a picture where I'm in a lineup with him, and I mean, he looks incredible, and I look scared, just standing there, not even knowing how to pose, and it's crazy. It just took me back to, man, I've been doing this for a while. That was back in, I mean, I started competing here in the U.S. in 2002, and I did those little shows that I didn't really even know what I was doing or prep. This I never did before. You know, you just show up with a tan, that's it, you know. So it was crazy that it was probably in, I'm gonna say around 1995, 96 when I knew this guy. When I started you know, getting into competing in El Salvador while I was in school there. So we're talking, what, 17 years later? It's crazy, crazy. So, and of all places to meet him, I meet him, I mean, I see him again at the Arnold. So we got to talking a little bit, and it was nuts. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, it's very few people I can talk about my time there. There's not a lot of people from El Salvador that I meet, period. And then to meet someone that, you know, was like influential in just the sense that he would be someone I would look up to. Like, man, you know, I remember seeing him, like, I'll never look like that, you know. And it was just kind of cool. Of all places, Columbus. He was surprised I was doing the show, you know. He's like, so, wow, you're still competing? I'm like, yeah, I'm still competing. It's so crazy. So many things have come out of getting ready for the show. The opportunity of of documenting all this and having you guys like see all this craziness, get an insight into this subculture, and then just, you know, building relationships with people because of this, getting ready for the Arnold. Like you saw, you were able to see yesterday Brittany Walker getting, you know, competing and all that, you know, just getting. I remember when she texted me, hey, I think I want to do the Arnold, what do you think? You know, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's great, but you better get on that. This was like 6 weeks ago. And then, like, you know, encouraging her to go see my trainer Mike for a diet, you know, all that kind of stuff. Going to her photo shoot, and then just having learning. You know, with every show you learn a little bit about yourself, how your body responds and what it responds best to. So what time is it, Doc? My watch is right there. It's an hour ahead, but
6:02.
6:02. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. We got like half an hour. Huh?
It's 5.
No, that's.
It says 7:02 there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your legs have come in pretty good, haven't they?
Yeah, but yeah, they're a lot. And there's still what I'm hoping is that just keeping on with the I just took some more dandelion, and I've got a little more to take there. So that's the herbal diuretic I'm using, just straight dandelion leaf, not root, leaf extract. That will pull more water. It's been working really good. And then I'll and when I start pumping up, that will always draw water out from under the skin a little bit, in the sense that the muscle swells, so it stretches the skin out a little bit more. Muscle swelling means there's blood going into the muscle. Blood going into the muscle means water's going into the muscle as well. So it should that water, it'll draw from everywhere, including under the skin. So it should. I'm counting on those two things, and I think by the time I go on stage with the pump, I'll be.
You're fine. You're just doing it.
Hopefully, like 2 or 3% better. So the legs should look a little better then. Plus, I've been standing since I woke up. Haven't had a chance to sit down since 4:45. So it's been an hour and 15 on my feet. So once I get backstage, I'll just put my feet up or sit down and just let them rest.